Operating a business in New York State without proper registration can lead to serious penalties and legal issues. If your business is incorporated in another state but operates in New York, you need to understand the requirements for obtaining a New York State Certificate of Authority. A Certificate of Authority is an official document that allows companies incorporated in other states to legally conduct business in New York. This certificate establishes your company as a foreign entity in New York State, eliminating the need to create a new business entity. Without this certificate, your business may face fines, penalties, and even be unable to enforce contracts in New York courts. Several situations typically trigger the need for business registration in New York. These include opening a physical location in the state, hiring an employee who lives in New York, taking on a new contract or job in the state, or when required by a bank, vendor, or state licensing authority. The consequences of operating without a certificate of authority can be severe. Businesses may face monetary penalties imposed by the state. They might be unable to enforce contracts in New York courts due to improper registration. Companies that fail to collect and remit sales tax may owe back taxes, plus interest and penalties. In extreme cases, the New York Department of Taxation and Finance can suspend a business's operations for non-compliance. Most businesses registering in New York also need a sales tax permit, also known as a Certificate of Authority for sales tax purposes. This is required if you sell tangible property or provide taxable services, such as maintenance and repair of property. You must register with the New York Department of Taxation and Finance to collect sales tax from customers. You need this sales tax certificate if you have a store, warehouse, office, or another place of business in New York and sell taxable items or services. The same applies if you have employees, agents, or independent contractors selling taxable items on your behalf to New York customers. Businesses that use advertising materials like catalogs in the state, regularly deliver taxable products to New York customers, or operate a home-based e-commerce business also need this certificate. Some exceptions exist. Occasional yard sales are not taxable, and tax on sales of cars and homes is paid by the buyer when receiving the title. Online businesses face specific considerations regarding the Certificate of Authority. If your online business has a physical presence in New York, such as an office or warehouse, or employs staff or contractors located in the state, you'll need to register. Additionally, if your sales exceed the state's economic nexus threshold of over $500,000 in annual sales and 100+ transactions, or if you regularly ship products into New York, you must obtain a Certificate of Authority to collect and remit sales tax. The application process for a Certificate of Authority involves registering with the NYS Department of Taxation and Finance. This can be completed online through the state's Business Wizard portal and should be done at least 20 days before you begin making taxable sales in New York. You'll need to complete Form DTF-17, Application to Register for a Sales Tax Certificate of Authority, after which the certificate will be mailed to you within 5 business days. To complete this application, you must provide your business name and purpose, the reason for your application, your federal employer identification number, contact information, bank account details, and the date you plan to begin selling in New York. You'll also need to provide the name of your registered agent, who receives legal documents on behalf of your business. Filing fees vary depending on your business type and desired processing time. For a limited liability company with standard processing, the fee is $275. For expedited processing within 1 to 2 business days, the fee increases to $475. corporations pay $250 for standard processing or $450 for expedited service. Nonprofit organizations pay $160 for standard processing or $360 for expedited service. Paper applications are also available by calling the office, but this method extends the processing time to 4 to 6 weeks. Once received, your certificate should be displayed prominently at your place of business. The Certificate of Authority is not a one-time registration. Businesses must maintain compliance through periodic renewal, as standard certificates expire every 3 years. You must file sales tax returns on a monthly, quarterly, or annual basis, depending on your tax liability. Maintaining accurate records is essential, as New York State tax authorities may audit your business. Failure to renew your certificate or submit required tax filings can result in penalties, including revocation of your Certificate of Authority. Understanding the requirements for obtaining and maintaining a New York State Certificate of Authority is crucial for any business operating in the state. Proper registration ensures legal compliance, prevents penalties, and allows your business to operate smoothly in New York. By following the application process and maintaining compliance with renewal and reporting requirements, businesses can avoid the serious consequences of operating without proper authorization.